We're going to talk about Oprah, who has positioned herself in the news this week. If you don't know, you better get yourself looking like you've got some money. Here's the backstory for those of you who don't know, that Oprah, for those of you who don't know her, you got to figure it out. Just like with any of these big wigs. She went to Switzerland. She said she was there for Tina Turner's wedding. I don't know much about that. She goes, before or after the wedding ceremony, she was going to do a little shopping, of course, because she's got money to burn. And she went to a boutique, and she wasn't treated like the royalty that she thinks she is. And I'm saying it's all about the money and how money makes people into disgusting little demons. But let's hear what everyone has to say here in the home studio.
Well, I think Oprah has a point to make. However, when faced with these difficulties, you have to challenge your opposition. For example, just off the top of my mind, what was wrong with her saying, "Excuse me, but I'm Oprah Winfrey, and yes, I can afford it," and that's the end of the chase. I mean, for
why
her,
didn't she say that?
She just basically wanted to go with the angle of the N-word, and we all know what that is.
And she's saying that it's not.
Well, the thing is,
but she's
white people or any type of person can walk in there who's unknown and not popular, and a person can easily state they can't afford it. But like I said, to cut through the chase and to avoid that, you didn't give the people in Switzerland a chance to defend themselves, which is just digging a deeper hole for herself.
Well, we're just talking about an individual. It's just not the whole country. She just went into a boutique, and the person who is running the store, either the employee or the manager, they're the ones that had this exchange with them. Whether or not it was wrong. I'm not saying that the person in the store did anything wrong.
She didn't do anything wrong. She just basically was looking at her thinking that I don't recognize you as being like a popular person, which shows that she could have been offended because my rating is going down. I'm not known here, and she just can't suck it up to the fact that she's not known all over. Now, to just accuse a person of the N-word was never told it was used. So she just basically had no right to even throw that out there, even as a possible accusation. Like I just stated, she should have given the person a chance. She didn't. So immediately, it's a known that it's either the N-word or.
Okay, well this is Draco, my longtime correspondent in the news realm. We're going to return to this. Let's hear another angle on this editorial story, or whatever you want to call it. What is going on?
I just want to say that, y'all have fun, someone will give me something, little free little thing or whatever. But these celebrities keep buying these handbags that are $20,000, and every time I hear that,
wow, where'd you get yours? Who's
cringe
this?
inside.
Is this
You know
Versace?
why? Because I will make you a promise that even if I had that type of money, before I would buy myself a handbag, I wouldn't ever buy myself a handbag for that price. I will not support fashion and materialism at that level where we're spending $20,000 to $40,000 on a garment when we could be healing third world countries, feeding children. There should be no problems that exist in the world. There should be no problems in the world. The amount of money that is being circulated with this BS is ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Okay, so it is about the money. Why Oprah wants to brag openly about, hey, you should just accept the fact that I have the money. I'm going to slap down the money. 100, 200, 300. She's going to slap down the money, and you better obey her.
I think that
you better look up to me. I'm going to slap down 1,000. I'm going to slap down 10 grand.
Maybe the point in that store was for her to stop, walk away, leave the pocketbook.
Leave the pocketbook.
It's nothing. And
but she can't do that.
Take your money and do another foundation.
I understand. You're trying to make a good point. I understand.
Keep putting your money in things.
Fine. This is absolutely ridiculous because Oprah will never, ever do that. If she's down to her last penny and she's in debt, which she is, she's overdrawn. But people live on debt just by pushing and pushing and pushing it off, and they inflate and they inflate and they inflate, and they're just bloated up with the false power of money. She will never do what you said, so therefore it's nice, it's wishful thinking, but you need to apply it to the people who actually do something about it. It doesn't apply to Oprah ever. That's why you see her making news by this outrageous, greedy, ignorant statement that we have to talk about here. We have to just expose it for what it is. This is like a devilish attitude about life. She's not better than anyone else. She doesn't get to push her way around. She doesn't encourage us to go into these boutiques and look for overpriced stuff. We don't want that. We're not impressed that she can go do that and that she expects to be, here, let me show you the most expensive thing here. Here's the silver spoon to shove deep down your freaking throat. You can afford that. Go ahead.
No,
it's his turn.
Mr. Ray, I don't like to make a big thing about it as far as the people concerned. Like I stated, it comes down to two things: popularity or the N-word. And based on that, a person has a right to defend themselves. And in this case, it's the store owner. Let's hear what the person has to say.
If we could go there, and that's a great idea. What do you have to say? How about the racism angle? How about the equal opportunity, rich people, whatever color you are, it doesn't matter. If you happen to be a person of such odd minority color and suddenly you have millions of dollars, you can go shove yourself around like the same thing that the white devils have done for centuries. And you know that they've stolen all their money. You know it from the Queen on down! They have stolen that money! Tell me they didn't steal it. Tell me they didn't go with their swords and steal it. And then go, well, we're proper upper crust. We have the rights because we have the money. You fucking steal it! Tell me the truth. That's all I want to hear.
Right, racism is not just for one creed or color or race. In fact, we are one race, and everybody needs to wake up and realize that and stop keeping this thing going. And I believe I can't even get to the racism point because my mind stops at the fact that people are paying so much money for ridiculous priced items and that we still have problems in this world, people dying. We could stop the war with that type of money. $20,000, what could you do with that kind of money? What could you do with that type of money?
People know. You watch my videos and you know what I can do.
Was a prophet, she would have kept her mouth quiet, said, you know what? The Holy Spirit is telling me to use this money to do something better for the world, and
if I could talk to you just for a few minutes, me and you, one-on-one, on public television, cable, whatever you want, wherever, I'll do your show. I'll tear you to pieces because that's what you deserve. People like you, Rachel Maddow, Obama, Glenn Beck even, Rush Limbaugh. Now we got Alex Jones taking apart Elysium, the new Matt Damon film. That, it's racism, it's white, it's black. You know what? All of you are distracting from the real issues. All of you are distracting from the truth. Yes. What is the truth, and what do we have to face, Draco? What do we have to face? Even the average American, the average Joe.
Like I was stating, this is not the first time Oprah seems to be stumped. She's been. I don't have anything against Oprah. It's just that Oprah is just. She's just this person who. She's innocent in a way because like a child is innocent, because when you make a mistake, sometimes when you're at that level, you refuse to admit that there's a problem. Like, she didn't know she had a sister. I have questions for her family, her friends, and why it's so mysterious, and you suddenly found out on her deathbed. You suddenly found, you couldn't even, it's not the question of your sister. When you show correlation theory, which I've been talking about for 30 years, you show correlationships of your like dumbfoundedness, where it's not that you're dumb, it's the fact that you basically couldn't figure out to ask the question, is there a problem here? How come you didn't do that? And you had an attitude where you walked out of the store, that's what you stated. You don't want to look at it at all. Where that's why she did that. Maybe she sensed something about your air, and
I would suggest
you couldn't face the fact that
right.
that was the truth.
No, she probably created this to make herself look a certain way. It's a publicity stunt. I'm going to suggest that right now. And then people are going to try to turn it back on me. Well, why do you give her more attention? I'm not giving her attention. What I'm bringing attention to right now is that greedy, rich celebrities, liberals, conservatives alike, whatever color you are, it doesn't make any difference. You're not the subject of attention. The subject is how we're going to solve the problems by working together. And it doesn't have to do with materialism. It has to do with educating ourselves on the proper knowledge and the right way of brotherly love, sisterly love, harmony in the human family, how we're going to live on this natural planet the proper way. And we don't need another handbag.
No.
We don't need to talk about racism anymore. Because I have time! And I woke up! By the way, I'm mixed race, I'm mixed religion, nobody fucking can talk shit to me, and that's how it is. Do you want to make a concluding statement?
I was just saying, here, I have a thrift-store handbag.
I have money for this. I have money. I have enough money. Can I buy it? I have enough money.